All right, guys, this is upload. And this is about the coronavirus. Okay, the coronavirus. Um, I've been working on this for years. Okay, this is what pisses me off. This is for those bastards who haven't helped me. Before I get started, sorry. So this is how you fix it or get ready for the coronavirus. We should have had this years in the making. I started NoKills.net. So what we're doing is we're teaching animals to scent for volatile organic compounds. Volatile organic compounds are what's left when the virus exists in you. The coronavirus itself has a scent of a volatile organic compound that's individual to the virus, the corona itself. Then we have another thing that's called the cells that it destroys and kills. So every time it kills a cell, example, the speed of the coronavirus, there's three things happening. One, the first, where it came from. It came from an animal. Okay, when it came from an animal, that means that we're worried about it jumping back into those animals and the upper respiratory systems in which it exists in. So pigs might be it. Dogs might be it. It might be a bird. Get it? So we use animals to scent this. Where right now we have 2.7 million animals that are being killed. So my work is getting jobs like this for those animals so they're not murdered. Okay? So we would have already been ready for the coronavirus and have this set up in all 50 states and all over the world. In all these areas, you would have been hearing about you right now if you were part of our organization. You would have gotten. We're already talking to CDC. We're already talking to the World Health Organization, and we're collecting the volatile organic compound signature of the coronavirus and it being able to be scented by the animals. Okay, how long does it take for it to scent and for it to be able to distinguish the depth of the coronavirus and where it's at? So it could be another virus, and it knows it's another virus. So with our organization, we're collecting the data to collect so we can have the volatile organic compounds and the corona itself. So the corona itself can be scented by the animals. So it doesn't have to be fresh. I mean, it doesn't have to be old for it to have a certain amount of compounds. So it doesn't have to kill 100,000 million cells in your body for you to know times the speed of it, because that's one of its markers. So you can have a virus that sits there for 3 days. That virus will kill 500,000 million of your cells, and that would leave the compound a signature almost of 500,000 cells. But it won't, because it's spread out over 3 days. The coronavirus in 1 hour or 2 days, or not even 1 day, will have 350,000 cells. 350 million thousand cells, whatever, destroyed. What's the difference? The difference is that 3 days ago, when it started killing your cells, it left dead coronaviruses. It made antibodies. It made a whole shit of extras that say that it's not the coronavirus. As strong as it is, you get it, because it's not a coronavirus itself. It doesn't even have the coronavirus in it, in the volatile organic compound. So we need the volatile organic compound of the corona as it dies itself. The animal should be able to scent that. When the coronavirus itself is dead, we'll get samples from those people, and we'll be able to scent that. So now we're going to send you a mail. We're going to send you a letter in the mail. Because you're part of the organization that's going to do this. We're talking to doctors right now and being able to teach your animals to smell the coronavirus, to check for diabetes, to check for 3 layers of secondary systems that are associated with just the biometrics and the healthy healing and handling of other things. Where will these animals be placed? They'll be placed in our homeless shelters themselves as defense animals for the outbreaks and pandemics associated with the World Health Organization standards and up to CDC standards. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do right now is contact our local CDC, our local World Health Organization, and we're gonna contact all the homeless shelters, and the elderly homes. We'll also have them at airports. Okay, so these the most volatile at-risk people, because we also use animals, the dogs, as shooter chargers. So if somebody decides to go to one of our schools and start shooting, if we're at a major march and someone starts shooting, these animals will rush them and attack the shooters. These animals are trained for that. That's a secondary set of training that the animals will be receiving. This is the birth of the trans-animalistic movement. These animals are independent. They have their own legal. They have their own crypto. They have their own cloud. They live by themselves. Our animals live 5 to 6 to a house. They do their own work. They will leave their neighborhood. They'll leave their house, latch onto a cart that they put on themselves. Go down the block and help Mr. Robinson while he picks the stones out of his yard, and deliver them to Mr. and Mrs. Baker's house. That we're using to build a nice little footwall for some plants and gardens. You get it? So these animals now have jobs, but because of the coronavirus, we understand that their value is so much more better than just being pack animals, than just killing them by the millions. And your own house and your own animals like that, your own animal friends, companions. I made this years ago.